welcome to the channel, welcome to We+3, and welcome to yet again another travel day. Airbnb was good to us. I love all the natural light. I'm gonna miss all the natural light in here. Airbnb has been cleared. Looks like cleaning crews are already here. Ready to go?
Ready to go.
All good, let's do it to it. The lift has arrived. Pile in, team, pile in. Don't want to risk the elevator. It is pretty aging, so we're gonna take the steps down. While Molly takes the bags, which all she has to do is roll them out. But they will beat us, and that's okay. So steps we do, little cardio this morning. Joyful day, it's beautiful outside. We got right to the curb and we started with the green lights. I will absolutely take it. And you know where I'm heading this morning. Another second green light. It was definitely meant to be. Green light, green coffee place. Yeah, I'll take it. I can smell it from here. Coffee in hand. Willow's my big helper, so I can video today. All right, we are heading to a new train station. So we were pretty excited that this is a like 8 to 10 minute walk from our Airbnb. So that is pretty amazing. 8 to 10 minutes of a walk, hop on a train, and go somewhere new, which we will get to that. So I love a nice short walk and just an easy travel day. But I don't want to speak too soon because we're just getting started and we're just getting warmed up. So we just arrived at the train station here. We're popping in here, gonna go try to find a little snack and make sure our train even exists. It's not on the board quite yet because it's not time. So 11:30 we depart. Let's go find somewhere to sit, camp out, eat some snacks, and relax. That's probably the best thing I've heard this morning. And enjoy the ride. I love it. I feel like I'm going on a roller coaster with the little noises and stuff. Well, this is a pretty cool station. Oh, we get to go outside, it looks like. All right, so that was the exit right there. We got trams, buses.
What I'm not looking forward to is carrying the suitcase across these cobblestones.
Oh no, cobblestones. Oh yeah, these are not very fun. The suitcase is going sideways. Yeah. Willow, you're my designated coffee holder. That's a super important job, okay? You wouldn't have to walk across all of these cobblestones, but they do have construction going on right there. So we had to make a little cobblestone detour. See, as you can tell right there, construction. Actually, looks like we could have walked through those doors maybe, but we played it safe. Yeah, now we can just roll along and we're good to go. Boom, just like that. This is pretty much it. Maybe this is one of the smallest stations I've ever been to, but nonetheless, it's pretty cool. It's like halfway inside, halfway outside. You get your little ticket booths right there. We still haven't figured out those machines, but it's cool. No big deal, we're leaving today. Train is finally on the board. Departs at 11:32. To Prague. We are heading to Prague. And today the journey begins, and that is so exciting to not end our trip just yet, but we're actually meeting some family there. And if you've been following along the channel for quite some time, I'll just let you guess. They might be in today's video or they might be in tomorrow's video. So you'll just have to stand by and see who I'm talking about. If you have been following along for some time, you'll know that this family member lives abroad. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You'll have to wait and see who it is and who's meeting us. But I do know they're bringing some treats. I'm just saying, that's all I'm gonna tell you. They're bringing some treats. From Germany. Waiting area in here too. Little counters, maybe ticket booths. I'm not sure what's going on in there. I didn't really read. It says ticket offices that way, so I don't know what that is. Maybe a bank? Kind of looks like a bank. I don't know, can't read Hungarian. That's cool. So I guess you just got this area over here. Trying to give you guys a little tour. It's really cool though. I'm excited to start this journey today. Looks like you can head this way. This is actually goes to the metro, so you can get off your long journey trains right there. Come in, grab your tickets for your metro, go all the way down and go into the city. We didn't get to use the metro, but next time Budapest. Okay, this train station's a lot bigger than I thought. So Molly made a good point. She's like, we don't know our track just yet. I look out and I see 17. So that means it goes 17, 16, 15, 14, all the way to obviously 1. So it's a pretty big station, I would say.
I guess because we are in a very, very big city too.
That makes a lot of sense, yes.
We always try to figure out each station and just like, okay, I mean, it's kind of like airplanes. You go to the airport, you wait at your gate, you get there, except for the trains, you don't need to arrive 3 hours early.
No.
Maybe 20 minutes, because if you arrive 20 minutes early, then you'll probably get your gate.
Right.
But other than that, we usually arrive like 30 minutes to an hour early just because we want to get there and just kind of relax and find seats. And then once we get there, then we sit. But it's not necessary because we're just sitting waiting for that board to change.
Right. And it just changed. 11 it is, so we actually have to go underground, head to the track, and let's do it.
Underground.
We can do this. Yeah, no. We gotta
take stuff downstairs.
We gotta do it. Let's do it. Okay. We'll figure it out. We spoke way too soon. This place is huge.
Yeah, it was tiny underground.
Yeah, it was. Aw, I love it. Now it's on YouTube forever. All right, let's go try to find this track. Actually, just says
right
that.
Here?
No way.
I was like, no, we had to go across the track to get under, so that's why we were underground.
This was our lift today. That was quite the experience. As you look down to your right, there's no elevator. And if you look to your left, there's no elevator. Sometimes you just have to make do, but I am hearing that this is possibly our train right here, so we can go ahead and get on, start the journey, relax, sip our coffees. But yeah, that was quite the job right there. So that was quite the journey as well. I mean, we've got about, I would say 3 to 4 feet of just some steps, but hey, we're on the train. There's my buddy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
And I'll shut it for you too.
Oh, very nice. We did pay for a reservation, so we do have seats. And that is so nice. We have boarded the train. We are all comfortable. It doesn't smell like roaches or nothing in here. It smells fresh. Ooh, we gotta do a toilet test. Can you see the bottom of the track? No, we're not gonna do a toilet test today. I'm totally just kidding. It smells very clean. I think they just cleaned the entire train car. So it's very chemically, a lot of chemicals going on, but we got plenty of room to roam today. I'm excited. We've got quite the journey on the train today. Six plus hours. 6+ hours today, something like that. Yeah, so hopefully the Wi-Fi is good so we can do some emails, do some work, and we've got a lot of editing to do, so.
Well, also.
Yes, also.
We normally don't get here this early, and this is the first time that a train has been, actually not the first time. Our hour and a half waiting on a train one night was our first time.
We would have never booked at Budapest if we never sat there.
That is true. That is true. And this one does not have any switchovers. So we can go from here all the way to Prague without having to get off to another train. So I'm gonna be grateful for that. It's gonna be a longer travel day for just one train, so we don't get off, but we can stretch our legs by walking down the aisles. Yeah, also,
I like that.
I was looking at 2 different train types. There was an Eurocity and an Intercity, and I was trying to figure out what the difference was, because the only difference was like time-wise of things. And whenever I looked into it, Eurocity actually had a restaurant on board while the Intercity did not. That was something that was kind of eye-catching, because last time when we went across really far, it was no restaurant. You were looking for the restaurant.
Oh, I don't know if I filmed that, but I literally walked the entire train, and it's crazy because they utilize these cars. They move these cars around for different places that they need, right? Mm-hmm. So it said restrooms, wash closet, and restaurant this way. And I'm like, I'm walking for quite some time. I get to the end of the train. There's no restaurant on here. Mm-hmm. But it's funny because they utilize the carts for different paths and journeys. But it was just the train.
An Intercity. So we're on a Eurocity, and I was looking at this as the Intercity. I'm glad because there's not any stopping points. So the one that we did for the Intercity last time, we were okay with not having a restaurant on it for the fact that we had like a 35-minute layover. And we got off of the train, we walked to the grocery store, and then we returned to the train with groceries, ate groceries, food on board. With the restaurant, we can just grab here and go and not have to stop, because there's not going to be anywhere where we're stopping for a layover. I keep doing air quotes because it's not called a layover. It's like change trains.
It's called a train over.
You make up words all the time.
Yeah, I do.
It's very helpful to know this information, because whenever I was first looking at it on my URL app, it was saying these 2 options, and I looked it up, but it wasn't giving me too much options. I had to go and research it myself. We don't leave until, another 35 40 minutes,
Yeah, something like that.
30
but
minutes from now, and
we're here. That's what matters the most. We're unless we do a change of the train, which it typically doesn't happen too much unless something goes on and they cancel the train.
Yeah,
So.
they just have stops. You go to your distance and then they stop and they pick up people along the way. So that's the only thing that like takes trains like so much longer, because they're collecting people along the way and dropping people off. We don't have to go to a train and then change tracks and go this way.
So that's going to be interesting too today, because will this train be full? I almost wonder.
I think it will start filling up. This one says it's a popular train, and it says reservations are recommended, which we will forever be making reservations now on trains longer than 1 hour. We will not make that mistake again. Poor Jaren and Lily had to sit on the floor.
We had to sit on the floor. And hang out in the restaurants. The yellow tags are coming out. We learned that on the way to here, actually, right? Last time? So you can see if there is a yellow tag, that means there is a reservation. So all 4 of us has a reservation here. And then there's one right there. So for now, Willow is sitting there hanging out while we wait for the train to depart.
But she is sitting in a seat that does not have a reservation, so it's open. So even if she wanted to sit up there, she could.
It looks like it's getting closer to time, and let's see if this is a full train. So we have pushed off from the station. This is kind of cool. I didn't realize we were back this far, but this is amazing. I've literally never been at the back of the train. I kind of prefer it. This is really cool. We have our own little area to stretch our legs. We're sitting right there. But it's cool because when we got on the train, there was more cars and I thought we were in the middle. But they took apart the train and look. We have 2 restrooms that are the cleanest restrooms I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, besides at Buc-ee's. I mean, pretty amazing. But this is awesome. I feel like today is going to be a wonderful, a great travel day. So yeah, it was weird because I was like, oh, there's more train cars, but literally just straight window. But yeah, we got our own car to ourselves. Not many people are on it right this second. But yeah, we got plenty of room to stretch our legs, hang out. And the AC is kicking. But the Wi-Fi is not. But that's okay. It's going to be a good day. Okay, well that was quite the experience. Shout to all the investigators that are on the train.
They're all stressing.
Wow. Okay, so we talked about everything. We actually gave him our YouTube channel, so he's probably going to see this. So shout to you for keeping your cool and everything. So we just had, a train mate, right? Travel mate that was hanging out with us on the train. And all of a sudden, he looks up, right? His bag is gone. Completely gone. We start thinking, okay, how can we help him out? Luckily, we video everything we basically do. So from the time I was standing in that little corridor area where the restrooms were, to kind of pan the camera inside of the car, you could see this gentleman's bag was up there. From 11:54 to 12:25, that bag disappeared. So then Molly gets on the train app and sees where are these trains moving, what is going on, right? His bag gets swapped with another man's bag. So another person on the train takes his bag and he's left with the other person's bag. Luckily, the bag that was left had an AirTag in it.
But he had a Samsung.
Yes.
He had a Samsung phone, so he couldn't go and check it. So we have iPhones where we could check it. And so whenever we were trying to do it with our phone, it wasn't popping up. Jaren was able to take it apart. He licked the battery.
Hey,
don't lick people's batteries.
Okay. I had to make sure the battery, because I've never seen an AirTag like this old. It's an older one, so you have to unscrew it. And I was like, let me see if the battery works. Okay, the battery works. Put it back on, and it started beeping.
We're done licking people's batteries.
Okay, I had to lick the battery.
Anyways.
You gotta test it.
So Jaren tried it on his phone. We went through the Find My iPhone or Find My app, and it was not popping up. Well, I just put my phone on top of it without being in the app, and it popped up and it did a website, and then it showed
Showed a person's phone number.
Yeah, it showed this with like the information on it, and it also says like their phone number. So he was able to call the man, and the man was freaking out because he had lost his bag with his personal effects inside of them. And they said they're going to meet up in 2 days at the train station back in the location.
And they both exactly had the same name.
Yeah.
That is bizarre. Of course, when something like that happens, you think the worst.
Yeah.
Is this man hopping trains? Is he stealing bags? But if you just take a second and you're calm and you all work together, this is proof right here that we all rose together and we did something amazing for each other.
Well, also, the person sitting next to Jackson, he called because he could speak Hungarian, and he was able to call the police station to let them know, like, hey, something's up. Like, if something happens, they'll let them know. So all of the train is, like, vigilant about, like, this. And now we're, like, very vigilant. So usually Jaron and I will sit across from each other, and so, like, I can see what's happening here, he can see what's happening here. If somebody was to take, like, one of our bags, which they're just gonna get closed because everything that's important is, like, right here. Wild. Like, we all had to do teamwork. We were all working together, making sure that we're trying to figure it out, because I mean, like, yeah, you can hear people steal things off trains, but then it's like, as soon as we found the AirTag in it, we were like, nobody leaves AirTags in backpacks. Like, that's not important. Like, that's like, I need to know where this bag is because it's important to me. And the guy on the phone said that it was important to him. His bag had personal things inside of it that he needed back. But we're all stressing now. We're all very vigilant. We're watching people. I was like, there was a man that was back here. I was like, he didn't have a full reservation. I was like, but whenever I checked, like, the train app, I was able to see that all the trains will go back and forth. Like, we saw where his tag was. We saw where it last pinged for his tag in his backpack, and we saw where it pinged. So we were like, oh, well, this is where he got off at. And I go, the only train going back there is going back to Budapest. And so when he called him, he goes, I'm back in Budapest. We figured it out.
Moral of the story, we're opening up a new PI firm. If you guys are interested, no, I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, be a good person, be a good human, help one another out. We're all here on this world together.
Stay vigilant.
Yeah, we're all here in this little amount of time we have just on Earth. There's just this little speck, right? So enjoy every day, help one another. That's what it's all about. We still have quite the journey today, so we're making way. I may dip off to the restaurant and see if there's something good to eat.
We have 4 more hours.
Thanks for the reminder.
You're welcome.
Food in hand, that was very, very chaotic. There was a lot of new people training in there, but luckily I had some people to do some translating for me. Back to the car I go with food in hand. This is the craziest train as well. It is like very, very far to get to that restaurant, but we'll show it all, we'll film it all, and we'll keep on traveling all. We got another 4-footer. I got you. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Prague. What a journey. My goodness, Twilight Zone for sure. Willow, what is going on? Let me see a little spin. Well, congratulations. Welcome to the Bag Club. Oh, that's cool. Well, 4.5 months in, you gotta start sometime, right? We're proud of you. It is lighter. We're working you up. Welcome to Prague, everybody. What an absolute journey today. I tried to get as many shots as I could of the train ride, but it was mostly flat the entire time. I literally felt like I was on a highway going through Iowa the entire time. Nothing but fields of flowers and just whatever. But you know what? We made it to Prague, and that is what is most important. It was a good ride. It definitely was. So going down the escalator, we're gonna kind of reconvene, reset our phones, and again, welcome to Prague. First impressions of the station.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, let's grab a snack or let's take a little peek and see what they got. Whoa, look at this station. Oh my goodness. I can't even see the end of it. I mean, if there's a Sephora, you know it's got to be good.
Yeah, like the airport.
This is huge. Okay, so we just made it to the Airbnb. We've got some room up in here. Do you want to see the world's biggest room? Open this door. It is huge. Are you ready? Right there, right there. Ready? Isn't that crazy? What is that?
It's so big.
I think it was probably like an addition at one time. Oh, I just noticed these mirrors have like, do we need to sign the mirror before we go?
Yeah, it says Australia, Denmark.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, cool. Let's get settled in and you know, it's gonna be a tour time coming up. Question is there an oven mitt in this Airbnb?
I haven't checked yet.
Cause like so far, you know what I mean? Come on. I mean, this is amazing though.
The
Can I just
pans are
say?
nice.
Tons of pans. Very rare that there's very nice pans. Except for the one, we did have the Airbnb that had everything. Like the one with the gymnastic thing, like that was crazy.
An immersion blender.
Yeah, that was amazing. We can make
Mini
soup,
press,
whatever, yes.
Waffle maker.
They had it all.
I don't think that they have an oven mitt.
Maybe that's
But-
just the thing they don't do.
They have scissors.
They do have scissors. This Airbnb is, I would say it's brand new. It smells like fresh paint, like they just built this entire thing. All the furniture like looks brand spanking new. I mean, it's new. The Airbnb's new.
It's nice.
It's very, very nice. Tons of room for the entire family. We got to do a tour. We have to. It's time, right? And also, I would like to add, this was the most simplest Airbnb to get into. Everything is come in with your phone, right? You literally tap the door, tied in with your number, the time you're supposed to be here. So there's no codes. It's all basically touchless. So you walk in, you get to enjoy your beautiful Airbnb. We also had to get a parking spot for the guests that are going to be staying here because I haven't told you yet because it's a little surprise. And it is literally the coolest parking spot I have ever seen. If I'm thinking of it right, I think it's like an elevator that goes underground and you put your car in there and it parks itself. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is according to the instructions that Molly got on the app. So without further ado, let's do an Airbnb tour. I'm excited. It's a beautiful place. There's a secret.
Yes.
Okay, what's the secret?
Look, I never told anybody except Mom, but
Okay.
abracadabra, I can turn this on.
Okay, let's see it.
With my hand.
Oh, you harness the energy. Pretty amazing, okay? Most people can't do that. Let's see if I can do it.
Let me
I don't have the energy. Oh, okay, let me try one more time. What in the world? What's going on? What if I just... Oh.
I'm
Oh.
gonna tell y'all.
Okay, we won't tell anybody else. Just everyone on YouTube just saw it, but it's no big deal.
You put your hands like this.
Okay.
And you go like that. Wait,
Okay,
like
ready?
that. And then it's like
Oh, so you
automatic.
just tap the side. We're gonna start the tour off in the gorgeous living room. Look at this comfy, amazing couch. The vibes in here are very nice. I like it. It's cool. The colors work very well together. It's very inviting, I would say. Do you guys feel cozy in this place? Yeah. So we got the kitchen behind Jackson, got a little coffee maker, but right next door, we've got a coffee shop. So
That is Starbucks.
I think your mom planned this on purpose. We're down by amazing things. We have good coffee next door. And the third, do we have some good restaurants near? That's the biggest question, right? So, fully stocked kitchen. That is nice. And like I said, it looks brand spanking new. This is where our guests will reside. We have a little guest room in our Airbnb. And I'm digging the colors in here. It's
And
all
we
cozy for them.
And we have a green door. Green Queen, Starbucks, green door.
All right, where should we go next? What's on the tour? We just did our guest's room right there. We've got the kitchen. We have the dining table. We've got the couch. Let's do a 360 in here. Let's walk this way. Okay. Jackson's going to be our little model. Plenty of room for exercises. He can do a full spin. We have a TV and the Wi-Fi is fast. I've already tested it.
Faster than last place?
No, but it is fast, and that is all that matters. Down the long hallway. We actually never showed the bathrooms on our tours, but we can shift in there. Let's take a little peek. And we got in here. There's literally heat keypads everywhere. This place was roaring on 24 Celsius when we first got here. So, oh, there's the lights. Oh, this is nice. First time seeing it. Giving spa vibes. Ooh, heated floors. Okay, the floor is heated.
And the shower is big.
Oh, it is big. Look at this place.
Oh,
We've got
buttons.
this. Look at this place. Never been used. I think we're pretty much the first people staying here. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. So,
And queens.
yes, look at this. Beautiful bathroom. Okay, on to where Molly and I are going to reside. Check this place out.
Working area.
Yes. It's been a while since I've had a desk in our room in quite some time. So that is so nice.
Beautiful plant too.
Yeah, we got pretty plants. The sun was beaming through here a minute ago. The natural daylight is amazing in this unit.
I didn't
So
realize the light. It looks like a
bubbles. It looks like
bubbles.
bubbles.
Oh yeah.
It does look like bubbles. It looks like bubbles and grapes. I like that.
Yeah.
I could see that. It almost looks like the ones, remember where they were blowing the bubbles with the strings and they're big? That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that.
We've got some hair and body shampoo. You know, it's a nice touch. You know, we won't use this, we have our own, but to me that is so nice when they do that.
It's very nice.
Very nice. Towels for everybody, which is always a plus. We don't have to pay extra for those.
Yeah, there were some places that did say
Yeah.
you had to pay extra for sheets and bedding and towels and like extra stuff, which we're like, okay, pass. This unicorn needs a space to sleep.
Okay, or do I follow Willow? Is that what we're
Yes.
doing? Okay.
Oh.
Okay, we're just gonna keep on rolling this thing. I do love all the colors in here. It's very vibrant. It's nice. Thought that was a light switch. We're trying to find the switch actually that goes underneath the cabinets. We haven't found that just yet. What do we have in here?
Got Lily's room, Jackson's room, and my room, and my stuffy's room.
Okay, this is awesome. There's 3 beds in here, which is perfect. This is great. This is a great sized room, honestly. Has everyone figured out where they're sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Is she taking a nap after a long travel day? Okay. We'll be quiet so that way she can take a nap. Oh, well, I love the place. I love the vibes. It is very pretty.
It's so beautiful.
The paintings are very beautiful. I agree with you on that. So, you saw the funny door that we did a little bit with earlier.
It's
Of course,
such a giant room.
there's nothing in there. It smells actually brand new, so it must have been an old entrance to maybe another unit. Who knows? Yeah, because it's got a storm seal on it, so possibly. And then again, we have another little restroom.
It's small.
It is very small, but you can do your business, and that's all that matters. And again, we've got fresh air coming through, which makes it a nice breeze. And then we'll have to definitely sign this. Well, we got to read the book and make sure we're even allowed to sign it before we start writing on it.
I don't have any markers, so.
I do.
Oh,
Permanent markers?
Oh.
Not permanent.
well, they'll just wash off when they go to clean the mirror. This will be a fun experience. Okay, all in all, it was a fantastic travel day. It was kind of wild on the train to, you know, experience that guy losing his bag, and it can literally happen to any of us, but it just reminds us that just keep an eye on your belongings and watch out for other people. I mean, it happened so fast. There's no way any of us could have even caught that. Guy was doing his own thing. He was traveling too and just ended up grabbing the wrong bag. So moral of the story, moral of the video, be a good person, right? You know, and look out for one another. We're gonna head into the living room and we're gonna say some final words. It's just a travel day. You know how this goes. We get to a location. Maybe we'll be doing some exploring tonight. I'm sure we will be. I know we will be. I see Molly's face in the background. Oh yeah. You get some dinner options on there, don't you, Molly?
It closes at 2200.
Okay, well, we better get with it. So you guys know the drill. We're gonna leave the video right here, right, Willow? Right here.
Right
We've
here.
got some family members coming in. We're super excited about Jackson in the video too as well.
Yeah.
All right, you guys know the drill. We will see you tomorrow, and
We'll
see you on the next adventure.
Bye.